Chapter 12, the Summer Solstice. Morning of the Summer Solstice. You pace nervously around your bedroom while your sisters watch from where they're sitting on your bed. Okay, team, today's the big day. The solstice. We have to make the most of this opportunity. Maybe our last chance to rally against the Wraith King. Can you two relax? The Summer Solstice is a party. We are allowed to have a little fun with it, you know? Whether or not we're allowed to, we need to take it seriously, Saf. Saf, you might have a point. This might be our only chance to relax and unwind before everything goes sideways. Yes, but we can't afford to let our guards down. We won't. Believe it or not, mags, in this case, partying is actually a responsible choice. Saf springs up from the foot of your bed and begins gesturing animately. I did a bunch of reading on the solstice with Penny. It's different across cultures. But the one thing I was able to find out about it, which kind is celebrating the solstice honors it. Meaning that partying and having fun, we're actively heightening our talents. Exactly, so no, we shouldn't let our guard down, but we also should have a little fun. You and Maggie exchange glances and smile in unison. Well, if the eldest sister demands it. I do demand it, and actually my demands don't end there. Let me guess, outfit. She scurries to her room, knock on wood, returning in a flash with a garment bag. Some solstice-appropriate garb for her anchor. Penny said it would help with the solstice rituals. I actually read that too. Special clothing can help bind the anchor to the elements. Lord. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad-looking attire, but very, witchy hippie. You carefully place a flower crown on your head, twirl in front of the mirror, admiring how the light fabric swishes with the movement. And this'll help our magic grow stronger. When you look that adorable, who cares? Saf laughs, but comes closer to smooth down the fabric along your shoulders. Trust me, this'll help. And you look gorgeous in it, Willow. You admire yourself one last time in the mirror and turn to face your sisters. Summer Solstice, here we come. The three of you make your way across town to the edge of a secluded woods. Any idea where we go from here? Just follow me. I can sense something. She guides you through the woods in confident strides. Finally, you reach a clearing in the woods. It looks so freaking adorable. Could I wear black? That would have been nice. There's food, drink, and music floating from somewhere. A fire pit at the edge of the clearing is prepped for a bonfire. It's so beautiful here. Who knew this is just outside of town? Saf throws her arms open wide, spinning in a circle. I can feel all the elements in harmony. She's gonna start singing to all the birds in the forest now, isn't she? Or shift into one and fly away. There's my coven. Rainier strides past the three in line and grinning broadly. Penny, Brooks, and another familiar face follow suit. Hello, girls. It's wonderful to see you again. Thanks for coming. The support is appreciated. I'm happy to lend my assistance. The fight to come will impact us all. True, but it still means a lot to us to have you here. Likewise, the world needs you more than you know. Miss Mara sends her apologies, but she couldn't make it today. And Kane? I'm sure he's lurking in the shadows somewhere. We can start without him. Don't sound so eager, Rainier. He shrugs, an uncharacteristically mischievous smile playing about his lips. What can I say? I'm excited for the festivities. Especially since you came looking so... His gaze smolders on you as he takes in your new outfit, and then, realizing everyone's watching, clears his throat. So, prepared for the solstice. You know me, prepared is my middle name. Are we just gonna stand around, or are we gonna actually get the party started? So impatient. First, we need our coven to bless the solstice with their auras. Penny ushers you and your sisters to the center of the clearing, where she has you join hands. Willow, will you care to bless the party with an intent? Happy to. You take a deep breath, letting your aura flare out. Your sisters follow suit. We hereby bless this solstice celebration. Ours is the blessing of strength, togetherness, good luck. Togetherness. We stand united against evil. We are all part of each other. With this blessing, let the solstice begin. The crowd cheers, scattering to mingle as your ritual ends. After grabbing a drink, you start mingling with others. We got Brooks and Rainier, Penny and Maggie, Lakshmi and Saf. You find Lakshmi and Saf mixing cocktails and chatting happily. Why am I not surprised to find you with this alcohol, Saf? Lakshmi here is putting my 3 months experience as a bartender in Reno to shame. Potion making is much like cocktail making, darling. Just a different kind of magic. Especially when you're a witch, there's usually some magical effect or intention involved regardless. We make 3 signature drinks with different properties. There's Witch's Kiss, as well as Blood Moon, and one we will simply refer to as the Punch. Damn, I was hoping One Punch Man, but anyway, or woman. Alright, so we got the Punch, the Witch's Kiss, the Blood Moon. Well, since we're all hippy-dippy and love the elements and a mixture of things. Oh, my favorite. The Punch, it punches you with a random positive magic effect. Not again, Saf. This time, it's Summer Solstice themed. Maybe flowers grow where you walk, or your eyes turn gold, or fireflies will follow you around after dark. It's festive. Well, it is the solstice after all. You knock back a shot of the cheery pink drink or punch, and you suddenly feel light and giggly. Willow, you're floating. Whoa, these are temporary, right? But, won't last but a tick, but so take advantage of it while you can. If you say so. With a joyful giggle, you wheel yourself up in the air and do a flying somersault. Woohoo! Happy solstice, everybody! You feel the punch wearing off and clumsily levitate back to the ground. You're an artist, Lakshmi. Why, thank you, and thank you for inviting me. It's been a long while since I've been able to celebrate the solstice with other witches. Did something happen to your coven, Lakshmi? Not race. No, my dears. Simply the foe that one day will come for us all, which not even our magic can defeat. Ah. Yep, it does come for us all. That's why we should make each and every day. Well, pretty much live it like our last. And better than yesterday. Huh? She gives you both a sad smile. Time, my darlings. There is never enough of it. Enjoy each moment you have with those you love, for once they are gone forever. As Lakshmi hums to herself, Saf elbows you in the ribs, grinning cheekily. Good thing you have the power to slow down time, huh? It's not like I can keep time at bay forever, Saf. It'd be nice, though. We'll save the best for last. You come across Penny and Maggie, face down on the grass, in the midst of what looks like yoga. What's going on? Oh, and up. Willow, hi. I'm just trying to teach Maggie a sun salutation. Penny effortlessly pushes up into a cobra arching her back while Maggie struggles to bend that way. How are you doing that? You're bunching your shoulders. Try relaxing. Breathe into the pose. Yoga and flexibility is something that is acquired over time. It's not something that just like, look, I folded into a lawn chair. She demonstrates flexing easily into a plank, then back up into a downward-facing dog. I don't know what half this shit is. Maggie, red-faced, gives up and lies down. I can do push-ups and planks and sit-ups, but not this. Penny laughs musically and stands, folding her hands into her chest and standing on one leg in a tree pose. Would you like to try, Willow? I'm game. Just try to follow along. She calls out the names of the poses as she moves through a slow series. I'll do a downward-facing dog, a child's pose, well, why not a warrior's pose? Stand with your feet braced wide apart, front knee bent, hands aimed as if you've just thrown a spear. I like this one, I feel strong. Hey, I can do that. You're just standing. But after a minute of keeping your arms and legs frozen in place, you both wobbling a little. Okay, maybe Penny's stronger than I thought. You and Maggie giggle your way through a few more poses until Penny declares it's time for a water break. What's wrong, Pen? You keep checking your phone. Oh, nothing. I invited Mara and was wondering if maybe she'd show later. I feel bad for spending the solstice alone. Poor Mara. Might be hard to see everyone celebrate when you're still in mourning. I can't imagine losing my sisters like that and just living my life like normal. True, but I hope she comes. It might keep her mind off of things. No one's gonna take what was said about the whole infiltrating and yada 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 to heart. Everyone's just gonna play it off. Me, I'm over here going, one of you is the big bad guy. You hear a familiar, annoyed cadence to Brooke's voice ringing out above the din. Oh no, excuse me. I said best for last, Rainier. No matter how many times I perma-ban the troll's IP, he keeps popping up on my forums, and I know it's him with his dumb conspiracies. Like, no, just because you can rearrange Neil Armstrong's name in the words aliens does not mean we found him on the moon. Neil Armstrong. I mean, I guess. Yeah, we are definitely all words that make sense to me. Brooks, tell me you're not bombarding Rainier with your internet conspiracies. Better than grilling me for Guardian secrets. Sue me for being curious. You're like, what, 1,000 years old? If you'd give me one little tidbit in the info on the inner workings of the sanctum. Absolutely none. It's bad enough you know what it is. Rainer, humor him. Can you answer one question for me? Just because you're allowed to know certain things does not mean he is. Just one, teeny one. He's trustworthy. And then he'll leave you alone, won't you? For a while, anyway. Rainier sighs, long suffering. Yes. Come again? Giggity. The answer to one of the questions you asked me is yes. That's all you're getting out of me. That's cold. That's horrible. That's Rainier. As you mingle between the groups, you notice Kane on the outskirts of the party looking strangely tense. Well, at least he appeared. I'll be right back. Make your way towards Kane, noting the pained expression on his face. But as you approach, his gaze turns simmering, his lips curving into a smile. Well, don't you look stunning? You give an exaggerated curtsy. Anything in the service of the solstice. He winks, but then his smile wavers. What's wrong? Why didn't you find me when you got here? He grimaces, his hands flexing restlessly at his sides. I'll admit, I'm struggling to see the point of this. Communing with nature is cute and all, but you should be training. Technically, this is training. The Wraith King could strike any minute. We need to be ready for him. Let me get this straight. You think we should be training instead of partying? You sound like you're scared. You're damn right I'm scared. We all should be scared. We are, Kane. That's why we're taking these extra measures. I know, I just really hope it's enough in the long run. This is uncharacteristically serious for you. I mean, ouch, but it's just... It's not like it was all ever fun and games to betray the Wraith King, but now it's even more real, and now... Well, it's not just my own fine ass on the line. Cute. Anyway, anything I can do to help you feel better? Doesn't involve my fine ass. To your surprise, he doesn't rise to your teasing, just exhales through his nose, passing a hand through the front of his hair. I'd like to train you. Honestly, I showed up late because I was working on doing some recon. I found a decent clearing. I could teach you some combat tricks that'll help you against the Wraiths. There's anti-Wraith combat styles? Why haven't you told me before? And give away all my secrets? I know better than to outlive my usefulness. He winks and holds out his hand. Plenty of time to check it out and, sneak away. I promise I'll have you back before midnight, Cinderella. First of all, I've heard that one before. Second, no one's mistaking you for a prince. Ouch! But I am charming. The smile drops off of his face. Besides, there's something I really wanted to talk to you about in private. Okay. It's easy enough to slip away with Kane through the trees without being noticed. You walk until the trees give way, and an inlet of water juts into view just beyond an abandoned ranger station. Oh, can I live here, please? Is this the part where you tell me the whole training story was a cover and you have ulterior motives all along? He smirks and huffs a laugh, but there's a tension in his jaw that isn't quite like him. You know me so well. Do I always have ulterior motives? Pretty much, yeah. Admit it, you just wanted to get me alone. I mean, yeah, obviously, but today that's just a nice perk. He elbows you affectionately. I kind of like you, kind of want you to keep breathing. The serious tone of his mission is startling. Really? Must be less fun if you're dead. He seems distracted, tense, and he doesn't really rise to the bait of your teasing like usual. You're all business today. You want to tell me what's eating you? You mean other than the Wraith King's imminent return to this world? How about my very probable return to the ash from whence I came? Or what about the end of playing house with the witches? Stint of my unlife? Yeah, okay, fair point. You take his face in your hand and meet his serious expression, one of your own. It's not over. It's not even close to over. And if this is just playing house to you, it's not. It has just somehow become much more than that. Then teach me what I need to know so we both can get through this. At your command? Listen up, Witchling. Class is in session. He takes your hand and lays your palm flat over the left side of his chest, where the eerie stillness haunts you. This is every race weak point. The space where our hearts used to be. Strike them here, you can stun them long enough to finish them off. His eyes bore into yours, deadly serious. Hands still wrapped tight around your wrist. You swallow hard and nod. It's not a big target, so you have to be dead on, got it? Now try to hit me. He releases you and jogs a few paces backwards, eyes lit with an electric predatory energy that makes you feel like prey. You sure? Hit me. As you move to throw a punch, however, Kane's wraith-like shadowy form dodges and dances away from your every swing. He smirks, taunting you. Oh, gotta be faster, little witch. Gritting your teeth, your anger swells enough to slow time a few precious seconds, and you throw a punch with all of your might. I would assume left, because the heart? Your aim is true, straight to where his heart should be, and Kane is knocked flat onto his back. Are you okay? Rush over to where he's laying on the ground, staring up at the sky, winded and dazed. It takes him a few seconds to focus on you. Damn, Willow. When I said hit me, I didn't mean cave my chest in. You kinda did. Yeah, you kinda did the Morpheus hit me. You offer your hand and help him to his feet. Kane winces and rubs the spot where you hit him. Sorry, does it hurt? He scoffs, still breathing a little hard, but shoots you a cocky grin anyway. Nah, you did good. Then his smile vanishes and he braces into a fighting stance once more. Do it again. You're being weird, Kane. Am I going crazy or are you worried about me? He sighs, rubbing the back of his neck before he speaks. I know how dangerous the Wraith King really is, and now he's getting closer to you every hour, every minute. I can feel it, like an itch under my skin. I don't like it. I just want you to be prepared. Kane, I'm worried about you. This isn't like you. You never take things so seriously. You're all frowny and intense. This is worth taking seriously. All these fun and games we've been having comes to a crashing, burning, screaming halt when Wraith King breaks out. I heard the guy crow about his vision of the future for years, not super looking forward to it. You gulp. None of us are, but worrying about it constantly isn't gonna help. You'll teach me how to hurt some Wraiths, and then we'll go party. I think we're allowed to occasional time to enjoy ourselves. He sighs and musters a smile for you. You're right, today is supposed to be fun. It's just letting me at your party means you couldn't ward it against other Wraiths. Have you and Rainier been talking? Seriously, it's starting to creep me out. He huffs sarcastically and looks away. He's hesitant, maybe even a little nervous. There's another thing. Something I've been waiting to tell you. I have been recalling more details of my human life, not much, sometimes just flashes or emotions, but there's one thing, one memory. I'm running through a field of flowers with a bunch of other kids. I don't know anything else, but I was so happy. It's more than I've had in a long time. You're remembering? That's amazing. Maybe you don't need to get your heart back from the Wraith King to reclaim your memories after all. Yeah, I don't know what's causing it, but I'm grateful to whatever it is. He catches himself. What a weird thing to feel. Welcome to getting some of your humanity back, Kane. I don't understand why I'm getting my memories back, but having human emotions creeps back with them is kind of terrifying, not gonna lie. I can imagine, but I'm here for you, whatever you need. He gazes in your eyes, expression open and actually vulnerable, for once not shying away. Yeah, what makes you so sure I deserve that, Willow? I've done terrible things, you know. I don't even remember how many times I've killed for the Wraith King. My being here puts you in danger all the time. He has your name, you're bound to him, and you're the first Wraith I know who's ever tried to take a stand against him. The Wraith King didn't steal my heart, I offered it, and I don't even remember why. I'm the bad guy here. I wouldn't be so sure about that. You take a step closer. Though Kane looks defensive, he doesn't move away. You lean into him, brushing your lips against his, and what you hope is a reassuring kiss, sliding your hands into his hair. He opens his mouth against yours, a groan somewhere between pleasure and frustration in the back of his throat. Do you mind? I was having a moment of self-loathing here. You were spiring. Just trying to help. He hums thoughtfully, resting his hand on your hip and the gaze into your eyes with thrilling intensity. I keep trying to warn you away from me, and you just can't help yourself, can you? Oh, shut up. He grins impishly and kisses you again, harder than before, his tongue slipping into your mouth. Kane, we should get back to... Not yet. You rake your nails against his scalp while he palms the back of your neck. Though you started it, he's determined to take control now. You sigh with pleasure, your whole body thrumming like a lit fuse, and then too soon, he pulls away and rests his forehead against yours. Now, we can go back. You're about to head back to the party when Kane stops you, hand around your wrist. Hey, can you hold up a second? There's something else I've been meaning to tell you. Of course. Anything. He seems unusually hesitant, looking side to side as if worried, but there's only the sound of wind. He falters, then smiles. It can wait until after the party. Come on, I don't want to miss the giant pillar of fire. If you're sure. He smiles, but you find yourself wondering what he wanted to say as you make your way back. As the sun rises higher into the sky, the party rages even harder. Drinks flowing, music grows wild, and laughter rings out in the clearing. Okay, everyone, it's time to write our summer resolutions.
I thought that was New Year's.
It's a new season, might as well start it off with good intentions. She passes out slips of paper for everyone to write their resolutions. We'll hang them from the tree like this, see? I already know what I want my resolution to be.
Shaft grins, already tipsy, and kisses Penny's cheek. Maggie groans.
I have hard enough time writing resolutions once a year. Now I have to come up with another one.
It'll be fun, Maggie. I'll help you. You look down at your paper and think about it.
I resolve to protect my loved ones.
Noble. Of course you would think so, Goldie.
Hey, I was going to use that one. You can both use the same one.
But Maggie's already erasing hers.
No way, I'm not copying Willow. I think it goes without saying that we'd all protect each other. But I'm the anchor. I feel like it's kind of my duty.
Maybe, but don't get all self-sacrificing on us, Willow. As you and your sisters hang your resolutions on the branches of the tree, a warm breeze wraps you as you have an embrace.
Whatever we resolve for this summer, I'm glad I get to be here with you two. I'm glad I have a family. You don't sound glad. I was just thinking about all the years I lived not knowing you existed, not knowing I had a family.
You take her hand in yours and then sass, and the warm breeze picks up.
Ruffling your hair as a magical feeling of connectedness sets in. We're here now, and hell, I'm adding a resolution. We get through this, we win. Wraith King, eat your heart out. Or maybe we'll do it for you. I'm dark, but I'm not on board.
The three of you laugh, squeeze each other's hands tight.
The breeze picks up a light through the tree, setting your resolution rustling, and you feel like you can maybe actually win this.
After everyone hangs a resolution on the tree branches, you dance, drink, and eat with your sisters until the golden hour turns every leaf gilded.
You know, between today and my birthday, I'm starting to think we could start our own party planning side business.
Saf laughs, dancing in a circle around you, trailing a flower wreath with rainbow ribbons. Brooke strums a guitar from a nearby blanket.
That's an awesome idea. 3 witches party planning. We'll make your day magical. Brooks could cater, Penny could be our florist.
I think I got enough on my plate as it is.
I'm just glad we can party with you.
Yeah, I'll admit, I'm not used to celebrations. Didn't exactly party much as a foster kid.
Oh, Mags, you're breaking my heart.
Brooks puts a reassuring arm around Maggie, who smiles at him with gratitude.
Well, that's changing now. Once we defeat the Wraith King, it's non-stop fun from here on out.
Yep, get ready to celebrate every little thing. Cinco de Mayo, Groundhog Day, St. Patrick's,
Mardi Gras, Earth Day, Pride Month, Arbor Day.
And my favorite, Valentine's Day. How about Mother's Day?
Oh, that would put a little hope and spur in her, wouldn't it?
No, don't mention that day.
Maggie blushes and leans into Brooks' shoulder happily. And then they could look at Brooks and be like, even Father's Day. Oh, look at that. Even when things look dark, we have each other now, and we're always going to find the bright side. That's what the solstice is about, right? Right, and sunshine and rainbows from here on out.
Ugh, you witches and your rainbows and starry-eyed optimism. You have to admit their optimism is inspiring. Shut up, no I don't.
As you and your sisters laugh, the summery breeze from before seems to pick up your heightened emotion, whipping around you in an incredibly strong current. Hey, you know what we were talking about with how the solstice tunes into your emotions? Think I'm feeling it. Unless there was something else in the punch that I didn't put there, I am too.
You look over to see the liquid, and
Saf's cup spiraling up through the air towards her gaping mouth on its own volition. Is it whatever I'm doing with the fire? It is, isn't it? With the crackle of the flame, the bonfire dances higher into the air, sparks showering out over the clearing in dangerously beautiful arrays. Well, this is how another, forest fire begins.
Prepare yourselves. Looks like the solstice has given you magic attunement to the elements.
We've got to experiment with this.
No, we don't.
We can head out into the woods to keep it to a safe distance. There's a lake we can try out our new powers in. Last one in the water gets turned into frog. Can she actually turn us into frogs? Do you want to wait around to find out?
Laughing, you chase your sisters through the woods until you find the lake.
You wade in, unbothered by how
Wet your clothes will be later.
Oh my god, look!
As you enter the lake, the water parts and swirls around your ankles, like something alive.
So cool.
Sav and Maggie wade deeper, marveling at the water's reaction to their touch and testing the boundaries of their new power.
What's this?
Maggie curls her fingers over the surface, creating a mini maelstrom, and then a tiny water funnel that dances up to her palm.
I wonder...
While both your sisters are distracted, a wicked idea pops into your idea. You summon a water spout with a wave of your hand. I was gonna say blast Kane or Rainier, but okay. The water spout dumps over Maggie's head, drenching her from head to toe. She screams and then whirls on you, dangerous glee in her eyes.
You're gonna pay for that, Willow.
You can't move out of the way fast enough as a flurry of cold water flings itself in your direction.
Hey, this is way worse than what I did to you.
Don't dish it out if you can't take it. You throw up a wall of water to protect yourself, but you splash Saf by mistake. Soon it's all out war.
The water's cold and you're going down, Willow.
The air is soon filled with mingled shrieks and laughter as you and your sisters play at the water bending.
Saf, duck. Where?
A plume of water hits her in the back of the head and you dissolve into a fit of giggles. Bow before my infinite power, mortals. Maggie lifts both hands and the lake rises towards her like the tide. You just have to scramble to get out of the way.
Jeez, Maggie. You should have been a water sign.
Maggie tosses half the lake at you. That seems reasonable.
Just as about to crash over you both,
Saf throws up her arms, creating a gust of wind so strong it knocks you and Maggie on your backs. I'll use the wind to fly into the air. Why not? Curious to test the limits of your power, you stretch out both of your arms, and the wind carries you into the air. Whoa. Stunned, the strong wind keeps you afloat like you're above your sisters, but the downward draft also knocks them into the water, drenching them both.
Sorry guys, but there's some drawbacks to the power of flight.
You calm the winds to bring yourself back to Earth.
Okay, time for a ceasefire.
Maggie drags herself back to the shore and digs a lighter out of her pocket.
Time to play with some real fire. Oh joy, Maggie with a lighter! What could possibly go wrong? At least keep a safe distance from anything flammable, Max. Like us.
And the forest.
Yeah. I've always wanted to do this.
Our Maggie's a pyro. Who would have guessed? Maggie hurries away from the both of you, sparks the lighter in her palm, creating a huge cone of flame. Douse the flames with water. I was thinking earth, but then air would also just cause it to get worse, so... Earth, I don't know how that would work, but... Instinctively, you gather up a shimmering bowl of water from the lake and hurl it at Maggie. It explodes on impact, dousing the flames and soaking her anew. I deserve that. What's a big sister for if not putting out her hot-headed baby sister's fires, The three of you stare at each other for a beat and then burst into an adrenaline-filled laughter until your sides hurt and tears are streaming down your face.
The look on your face. Like a wet dog.
Better a wet dog than a burnt Maggie. I guess I got a little too excited to become a human flamethrower.
I mean, fair. Who hasn't wanted that?
Me. It's stupid.
If it wasn't Maggie trying to become a toasted marshmallow today, it was definitely gonna be Saf. Either way, I was gonna put out some kind of fire. And that's why you're the anchor. And we love you.
You sisters share a huge smile. Maggie surprises both of you by wrapping you in a tight hug. I just really love you so much. Maybe that's weird since I've only known you a little while. It's not weird. I feel like a broken record, but I'm so lucky to have met you. Maggie, we love you too.
Always and forever.
Even before we knew you, can't speak for Saf, but I feel like there was a part of me missing.
No, I felt it too.
And now we finally have our little sister back, and we're not letting her go. Maggie's eyes fill with tears. Speechless, she just clings tight to both of your necks for a long time until you all start to shiver. Okay, enough happiness for one day. It's getting late. Let's play with our powers while we still got them. Just promise me you won't burn the forest down. The three of you spend another hour goofing off with the control of the elements before drying off and heading back to the party. I mean, you do have the power of air, just it's like a blow dryer. Before the sun sets, everyone gathers in the clearing around the bonfire.
Oh, it's way too hot for a fire. Why couldn't we change the ritual to gather around, like, a ceremonial icebox or something?
Penny, though trying to maintain the dignity of the ritual, snorts behind her hand and Rainier rolls his eyes. Saf, we'll try that next year.
I think that goes against the spirit of the celebration, honey. It's called a joke. So we have to sweat it out like ye old witches of yore in order for the ritual to work?
Penny's eyes gleam with humor while Rainier pinches the bridge of his nose. I may not know anything about magic rituals, but I can get you more ice for your drink, Saf.
You marry the man, Maggie. Marry him in this instant.
Kane snickers behind his drink. Meanwhile, Penny begins passing out elements for the ritual. First, each of you gets a hempen rope to symbolize your kindred connection. Take a piece. They're braided with lavender and verbena stems to protect your coven and purify your bond. By casting them in the fire, you'll invite the solstice to strengthen your talents. Kane, you want to do the honors and amplify the bonfire for us? Won't Wraith Magic screw with your ritual? He and Rainier exchange a look heavy with meaning. To your surprise, Rainier concedes. Magic is influenced by intent, Kane. It's clear now that your intent has been to help us. If you want to participate, then I think you should.
Oh, look at that.
Kane blinks in surprise at Rainier, but shakes his head. That's sweet, Goldie, but I'll pass. I don't want to signal my presence to the wraith that might be lurking nearby. It's okay, Kaney. I brought plenty of fuel to keep the party going. You all gather around the roaring bonfire, taking your place equally around the circle. Choose an entity you want to commune with, Willow, and then toss your rope into the fire.
I'll commune with...
the elements, my ancestors, my inner potential. That's a tough one right there. That honestly is. I'll go with the elements, though, since they are what we're supposed to be bonding with, but I would have honestly gone with inner potential. You toss your rope into the fire and instantly surges upward, roaring into your ears, bringing forth a wave of heat and energy coursing through you. You feel suddenly more. The heat of the flames, the kiss of the breeze on your cheek, the babble of the river over the stones, the soft earth underfoot. It's all part of you. One, the energy that is always quietly moving around the world all around you suddenly focuses inside you like a prism. You gasp. Are you alright? The energy is dizzying, and it takes you a minute to refocus on the faces around you. I'm amazing. It's finally Saf's turn. She holds a rope up to her chest in both hands and thinks a moment, eyes closed, lips moving silently. Anytime, Saf.
Hey, I didn't rush you.
Eyes open, Saf moves to toss a rope into the fire. But before she can, the bonfire is engulfed in thick, black smoke. Instinctively, you let your aura flare out to protect yourself. What the hell? All of you except Rainier and Kane double over coughing, unable to see. Race! Rainier's golden sword is in his hand in a brilliant burst of light, but it's not enough to dispel the choking black cloud. Eyes watering, you just see the smoking parting to reveal Mara, flanked by 4 rays.
Where am I? What's going on?
Mara, it's gonna be okay. Let her go. Mara sobs petuously, rubbing at her eyes, but when her hands fall to her lap, she looks at you with a cold smile. Oh, look! Look, I was right again. From the minute I met her. Yeah, I can't do this anymore. Along with the unmistakable silver eyes and shadowy aura of a wraith. I can't believe this. You've been lying this whole time. And with the powerful aura, you must be... Figured it out, have you? I knew you were my favorite for a reason. Hate to break it to you, girlies, but your friend Mara never existed.
Tell me you're not who I think you are.
The mistress of deceit. Oh man, hold on, let me just... Oh, I'm shocked. Ding ding ding! Now, before we get any further into this little chat... In a lightning quick movement, Mara blasts the rope out of Saf's hands. Sorry, can't risk you finishing that pesky ritual. A sick realization rolls through your stomach. You were the mole reporting our movements, the wraith attack at Maggie's party. Oh, clever, right? Everyone else just got burnt to ash. Blundering fools. We needed a better angle. How utterly ghastly to take the form of a friend. The most factitious, ugliest of tricks. You really screwed up attacking us here. There's 6 of us and only 5 of you. With your sisters, Lakshmi, Rainier, Kane, you had a solid wall of bodies protecting your mortal friends from danger. It is 6 against 5, but I'm afraid you've got those numbers turned around. Mara, don't. But to your horror, Mara slinks over to Kane and presses a kiss to his cheek. Tell them, Kane, that you've been on our side all along. We'll see. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And down in the description of the video, links to a bunch of things and ways to support the channel. Be greatly appreciated if you did so. Otherwise, I don't know what else to say. I usually say it. I usually tell you guys, but really I'm just kind of... Let's see what you guys have to think in the comments or say. Will current Kane be evil? Is he being controlled? Who, what, when, where, and why? I don't know, things like that. Sorry about being late. Only to you. Really, I'm just kind of in a place mentally right now that, you know, if you're part of the Discord, you know, if you're not, you're not. We'll just leave it at that for now. Catch y'all later. Peace out.